Hi everyone, Brian, Bearable Traders. Just going to go quick midweek uh, roundup here. Take a look at the rest of the week, what we have to look forward to. But you can see here the day was pretty choppy. Even at the market open, we had a pretty choppy open, and then after about an hour, sell off, come back up. Buying brigade came back in. Of course, then we had this pretty steep sell off going into the close today. So the Q's basically Nasdaq up, the other two markets down. We're getting back into not overbought territory. You can see here now we're down around 39% below the 200. We're still pretty high in the 50 with over 85 or about 85% over the 50. So still pretty overbought. Let's take a quick look at the indexes here. And you can see the transports. All these charts are going to look about the same. Actually, we've had this big run up. Now we had this pullback. We had the bounce, but it just doesn't seem like we've got enough legs to get going here. We're kind of stuck between the 50 and the 200. Volume is declining. Stochastics declining, although they do seem to be hooking up here, which may indicate we're going to start seeing a buying trend again. Let's take a look at the rest of the indexes. Of course, the 10-year yield, now we're just stuck around 0.74, not going up, not going down. Stochastics kind of hooking up here. Keep an eye on that. And that could be another TBT trade if we can start to get yields rising again. And again, Dow, kind of seeing a bit of a, like all of these, I'm seeing a bit of an ascending triangle here. So probably going to break out of this thing here. I just want to do a quick, I'll do a quick pencil here and just show you what I'm talking about. And then we got a very short line here. But you know, we can kind of see we're narrowing into a range. You're going to see this in pretty much all the charts. And usually what happens when we get this narrowing into a range, it indicates a fight between buyers and sellers. So buyers in control up here, sellers in control down here. Buyers took control again, sellers took control. So we're getting to the point where we'll get some kind of resolution here at some point, and either the buyers or sellers, but the key is to wait for that indicator to, or at least that chart pattern to play out. So again, you can see here, small caps, same thing, kind of narrowing into a bit of a trading range, volume dropping off. Stochastics hooked up a bit. The Qs, if anything, look like they still want to go higher, although they are getting, this is a kind of a topping candle, volume dropping off, just like everything else here. I suspect we're going to have some trouble getting above this level until we get a vaccine or something like that. SPY, again, back to the ascending triangle. We are following the 50 moving average up. We're through the 200. Again, volume dropping off. So not a lot of conviction to buy, but then again, not a lot of conviction to sell. So we're going to see how the week plays out here. But I think it's best just to sit on the sidelines for the most part. Dollar just sort of flattening out here, not doing much after that big drop. The VIX, really, we're just, we're on the 50 moving average right now, and moving averages are still trending up, and we may just sit here if we're just going to chop along sideways here, or we could actually, if we do chop along sideways, probably VIX is going to drop. So let's take a quick look at some scans. CME again, these were things I was watching on the weekend. So this was Friday. I was looking at taking a position on Monday. Of course, it gapped up. So, you know, when you have a stock running away from you like that, you just cannot you can't chase it. You know, my stop was going to be here. My entry was going to be somewhere around 9. When it gaps up like that, your risk to reward just literally blows up. And you just, because this is where I was going to, you know, look for some profit taking. So if I'd have bought it up here, my risk to reward would not even have been 1-to-1, so couldn't chase it. DVAX, this happened on DVAX too. This is when I was watching on the weekend, was going to look at it on Monday. Of course, it gapped up as well here. again, same story. Can't chase these up there. If you miss the move time, you just move on. You don't chase it. Again, same with Genus. I thought it might move, and of course it gapped up a bit, and I didn't chase that one either, which is a good thing because it pulled back, as most of them did. Nicola, I'm still looking at here. It's kind of, again, it's had a nice big run up here. Again, it seems to be sort of narrowing into a pennant, and it's really overbought here, or at least the MACD is really up high. Volume still pretty solid. Stochastics hanging in there. RSI maybe putting in a double bottom, so maybe we push higher here. Tesla had another, I think, had another nice day, getting close to that 1,000 mark again. NVAX was one I was looking at. It just seems to be, you know, it popped. I should have got on this one. This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Nice move higher. Stochastics getting a little bit overbought here. It's right back up at resistance, so can't chase it now. So just keep an eye on that one. And Snap has been, you know, continues to push higher. This is an all-time, I believe this is an all-time high breakout. Breakout from this previous high, 2136, went out 2182. It looks like it's just going to continue higher. Volumes coming in a little bit on it, so that's something maybe you want to watch tomorrow. Probably gonna, I would look at getting back into it if it pulled back a bit. I'd be looking for a pullback to the breakout level, which is about 2130. And again, the social media stocks still trying to push higher here. At least they made a new high here today. Volume pretty light. And Square, we were talking about Square today, made that 100 level right on the nose, and then did a pullback. So I'd be expecting another pullback tomorrow. Looks like the futures are down a little bit, and maybe, you know, strong stocks stay strong until they don't. It's following this nice moving average up here on the 20, and get a opportunity to get in tomorrow on maybe a market sell-off. I still think it's probably destined to go over 100 and stay over. See what the weekly looks like here. So we got up to 101.15 here, and yeah. On the monthly, 115 was the high, so we're getting pretty close to the high right now. So, and work is kind of just seems to be just stuck in a range here. 33 on the upside, 30 on the downside. So maybe set an alert. If it gets to 30, you buy it. And then you sell it around 32.50 or 33, somewhere in that range, and that's where you can play a range-bound stock. Volume not bad. Stochastics are down and now hooking up again. So it actually looks like it might be worth just watching to see if we get another pullback here. If we can get in around 30.50 maybe. All right, that's it, everybody. Hope you all had a good day. It was a pretty difficult day trading day overall, but we managed to squeak out a gain after a bad start, well, at least for me anyway. Yeah, so if you want to join us in the trading room tomorrow, we're there at 8:30, live on YouTube, and then for the pre-market show, and then 9:30 we kick open the market and start trading. And I'm going to maybe try to hold off a little bit before I trade tomorrow. So have a good night, everybody. We'll hopefully see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye for now.